frontier. These are the continuing voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Her ongoing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hello, Banjo's here, and welcome to a tour of my Starship Enterprise. This is the version seen in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Now before starting, this ship is as fully functional as Minecraft allows with command blocks. I made it on my Xbox One, so there were no edit cheats or downloads of someone else's build. This Enterprise is entirely of my own design. And now, on with the tour. Well, that was fun. Now we're going to enter the ship through the bridge space dock. Up ahead is one of the entrances to the Jeffries tubes. These are the maintenance tunnels that run throughout the ship, named after the original designer of the Enterprise, Matt Jeffries. And here's a turbo lift. Going to take a quick ride to the bridge. And here is the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. There's the view screen. See, it's currently off, but let's go change some channels. Just check out what else we got. There's a starfield up ahead of us. And there's the Starfleet emblem. Uh-oh, there's Khan. He's always after us. Static on that channel. Oh well. And more static. Up, Khan's back. He's persistent today. And the viewer screen is off. Here is the officers' dining and observation lounge. Real quick, check out where the officers eat. Then we head aft to the observation lounge. Here we get a pretty cool view of the aft part of the ship. And there's a little raised area. And another view screen. This one we can change channels as well if we wanted to. We're going to skip the senior officers and junior officer staterooms because they're all pretty much identical. But let's go check out the VIP stateroom. This is where Admiral Kirk would actually stay since Spock was the actual captain during Star Trek II. As you can see, it's a fairly nice sized stateroom with his own head, with a shower. And here's his little conference room. This is actually where they discuss Genesis and its implications. And here's one of the phaser bank rooms. Let's check out the outer ring of F deck. This is the very forward part of the saucer section. We're going to check out the dedication room. I know they have updated the saying to boldly go where no one has gone before, but this ship is based off of the 1982 version where it was still man. Here's the science department with one of the science labs. Here's the science officer's stateroom. It's very typical of all the other staterooms on board, which is why I haven't really looked at all of them. Here's the gym. You can see that it has a running track going all the way around and a swimming pool. And over here is a little hot tub with working bubbles. And for those who are seriously competitive, we have the 4-square court. Gotta have that. Down here is the routine floor from gymnastics. And then over here we've got gym equipment such as a rowing machine and some treadmills. Here's one of the Jeffrey tubes mentioned earlier. We're going to take a quick peek at the impulse drive, specifically the upper level of the impulse drive room. And there's the impulse engines connected to the plasma shaft that runs all the way through the very top of the ship down to the bottom. Next, we're going to look at the Sickbay complex. First is the trauma unit. This is where the worst patients will be seen. A little ICU bed here. Here's the hospice. This is where Scotty's nephew passed away in Star Trek II. And of course we have the morgue right nearby. This is where all the red shirts are destined to end up, no matter what the series is. Here's the main sickbay complex. This is where the general sick or wounded end up. Here's one of the transporter rooms. These transporters do work. They transport you back to the planet the video started on. Here's the main cruise recreation lounge. You see it's fairly large size. It's got a little observation balcony there, and here's a nice view of the aft end of the ship again. There's a couple of turbo lifts with the view screen. Here's the cinema where they can catch a flick or two. And here's the bowling alley. Just 2 lanes, but still pretty good size. Here are the emergency transporters. As you can tell, they're much larger in size for a mass exodus. This is inside the dome that's on the underside of the saucer section. It's just a scanner array room. This is one of the torpedo launch bays. As you can see, the torpedo comes down from the well above and is placed on the tracks there into the loader. Let's go ahead and load one. As you see, it works. Now on to main engineering. This is the upper level of the warp core. As you can see, the plasma shaft comes all the way down from the impulse engines all the way down here. Now here's main engineering. Off to the right here, you can see the dilithium crystal chamber. This is where Spock sacrifices his life to save the crew and ship. And in case of fire, the doors do rip. Once again, we head into one of the Jeffrey tubes to check out the warp drive engines located in the nacelles. Up the nacelle legs we go. And this is one of the warp drive engines. Minecraft ladders can be very aggravating. Well, back to main engineering. This is the deflector generator room. This is the backside of the big blue dish that you see on the front of the Enterprise. And here is the main cargo bay. It takes up most of the fuselage section of the Enterprise. We have two turbo shafts that run through the middle of it. Both shuttlecraft elevators work, going both up and down. And of course, the hangar bay doors do work. And there are cargo transporters for when a shuttlecraft is not available. There are more emergency transporters. Here is the Arboretum. We got a nice little collection of trees and flowers with a little brook here. That's odd. All the fish seem to be cornered. Well, they like that corner, I guess. And that wraps up the tour of the interior of the Starship Enterprise. Let's head out the cargo bay docking port here, back out into outer space. There's one last thing to show you. Whenever the Enterprise is in port, they put a gangway across here to attach so people can get on and off without using transporters. Welcome to the gift shop. Love you, Dad. I hope you enjoyed the tour. The next video will be a tutorial on how I was able to build it. Until then, stay safe and tell a loved one that you're thinking of them.